get started here. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to be here today to talk to you something that's near and dear to my heart, veterans. I'd like to start today by recognizing all those in attendance who raised their right hand to serve this great nation of ours to protect our very freedoms and our way of life. This includes our veterans, active duty military, reservists, National Guardsmen, and for those that can and are able to, please stand and be recognized. Sir, if you don't mind. I think we have one in the house, a couple in the house. That's great. This is also a great opportunity to thank families of our service members and the communities that support them. To all the mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, spouses, friends, from all of our veterans, from all of us to all of you, thank you very much for your love, tireless support, and your resilience. Each of you are the foundation of our service, and that must never be forgotten. So if we could, we'd just give another round of applause for our spouses, friends, family. As stated earlier, in 1918, an armistice was declared on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month between the Allied nations and Germany, officially ending and signaling the end of the war to end all wars. In November 1919, President Wilson proclaimed November 11th as her first commemoration of Armistice Day. In 1938, Armistice Day was officially recognized as a national holiday celebrating veterans of World War I, and in 1954 was amended to Veterans Day, recognizing all United States veterans of every war. But this story does not begin here. This story began over 200 years ago when our fledgling nation took up the mantle of independence, fighting for freedom and dismantling the yoke of tyranny. During World War I, the United States Army's 3rd Infantry Division, along with Marine Corps units, defended the Marne River near Chateau Thierry, effectively halting German advances beyond the river. These units were the newest units and troops on the front line in France, and just barely out of training. This is remarkable in that it set the tone for the rest of World War I. Fast forward several years, something near and dear to my heart, my grandfather, Harry Baird, enlisted in the Navy during World War II and fought several battles while serving on the destroyer, the Sullivans. His time on the Sullivans saw him fighting during the island hopping campaigns, the Battle of the Philippine Sea, and Operation Iceberg, the invasion of Okinawa, the largest joint amphibious assault mounted during World War II in the Pacific Theater. He and his shipmates successfully fended several carrier groups by fending off multiple waves of air attacks. And when I was a child, my grandfather never spoke of his time in service. But when my twin brother and I joined the Army, he sat us down and told us of his experiences. He did not elaborate much on what he did personally. However, he did speak about duty, honor, country. Veterans throughout our storied history adhere to the values that enable us to endure the worst and the best of the human condition. General Douglas MacArthur said it best: duty, honor, country. Those three hallowed words reverently dictate what you can be, what you ought to be, and what you will be. They are your rallying point to build courage when courage seems to fail, to regain faith when there seems to be little cause for faith, to create hope when hope becomes forlorn. General MacArthur's words ring as true today as they did several decades ago. Duty to our country is the prime reason people want to serve in the military. Today, only 1% of our nation serves in the military, and 61% of those who serve are most likely to have been exposed to military life through friends or family. Veterans have firsthand knowledge of the benefits of a military career and can bridge the gap between those who have served and those who are not served or could be considering the military as a career. If you are a veteran, I encourage you to share positive stories about your service this Veterans Day. You can inspire future generations to serve our nation.